Fortunately, he'll be okay thanks to his seatbelt. It's a bizarre spectacle to see a police cruiser at the front end of a pursuit. But as tough as a squad car can be, in the end, it's only as strong as the training of its driver. Hollywood, California.
The LAPD is right behind. He's got a lot of traffic ahead and nowhere to go. He's now on the wrong side of the road, very dangerous. He's got a fresh green light, goes right through.
A drug suspect described as armed and dangerous is being pursued by LAPD officers.
North on Larchmont now, a lot of cross traffic ahead. He's crossed over, he's on the wrong side of the road now. This is felony evading. Coming up to Santa Monica, very busy. He's not slowing down, but he almost hits another car very close. That was a very close call.
This is the kind of dangerous stunt that can get people killed, but the officers keep their cool, stopping until it's safe to follow.
He's got a red light here, a lot of cars coming down Franklin. He's pushing his way out there, pushing his way, not stopping, southbound on Franklin. He's boxed in. He's trying to force that red car to get out of his way. Police now have information that he lives in the neighborhood. He might be trying, up on the curb. The driver is out of control. He's heading southbound on the sidewalk. This guy's out of his mind. There are pedestrians in front of him.
This guy will do anything to avoid going to jail, and he's crazy enough to risk the lives of two pedestrians to escape.
Wait, what now? He's making a U-turn. The police are blocking him off. Oh, no, he almost hits it head on. He gets by, and now he's flying back into the face of the officers who are following him. This is Hollywood. Half of these people are tourists. They're not expecting anything like this. Not slowing down.
This guy obviously doesn't care what he does, where he drives, or who gets hurt. And that attitude tends to make police officers angry.
Oh, he's pushing that car, jamming his way through.
Unable to shake his pursuers on busy streets, the suspect heads into the Hollywood Hills. On dark, twisted residential lanes,
this is very dangerous.
Now he's even more dangerous. His lights are out.
He's turned onto Mulholland. You can see that there are other cars there.
Mulholland Drive on the crest of the Hollywood Hills is one of the city's most treacherous roads. Narrow lanes and hairpin turns. It's no place for a drug suspect on the run.
He's taking these winding curves and he's still got no lights on. There's no way to see him.
The officers realize that this idiot can't even see the road in front of him.
He's going into that curve way too fast. Look at that. He hit the guardrail. Oh, he flipped over. The car hit the guardrail, went across the road, and rolled over.
With no lights of his own and blinded by the lights of an oncoming car, he doesn't even see the curve. But the worst of this nightmare has just begun.
It's now on fire. The suspect trapped inside.
The officers know it's only seconds until that gas tank explodes.
No sign of the driver. He's not getting out.
Though boiling with anger just a moment ago, the pursuers become the rescuers. Without hesitation, 3 cops drag the felon out of the car and back to a safe distance.
Okay, they got him. They've got him out of the vehicle.
In a few moments, the suspect is on his feet, safe and sound, but the cuffs are firmly on his wrists. When you run from the law and take chances like this with innocent people's lives, cops get mad. But when a dangerous suspect took one chance too many and got trapped in a burning car, these men in blue put aside their own feelings and risked their own lives in order to protect and serve. Next on World's Craziest Police Chases, a passenger with problems takes a bus.
Looks like he's saluting
and turns it into a rolling rocket.
That engine could catch fire.
This sure isn't the Crosstown Express.
What happens in the changing rooms stays in the changing rooms. But as Fergie found out, it's difficult to keep things under wraps. In a Sky One special, we look at the history of managers who are famous for putting the boot in. Fluffy's clip to Keegan's outburst.
Get really quiet.
You name 'em, we've got 'em. Where football managers go mad. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Sky One. Here, you want some?
New from Kellogg's Nutri-Grain. Big on fruit, oats, wheat, calcium and key vitamins. Small in size. New Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Minis. Good stuff now comes in little packages.
New Cadbury Dairy Milk with biscuit, the perfect combination.
Please enjoy sauce. Thank you very much.
Excuse me?
Thanks.
Dad, what's stress mean?
Well, it doesn't really mean anything here.
His name is Sam Fisher. Officially, he does not exist. Sent to spy, infiltrate, eliminate, to ensure our freedom is protected. He is counterterrorism's silent solution. He is a Splinter Cell. The definitive espionage experience. Now on PlayStation 2. Splinter Cell.
Have you ever seen a moisturizer like this? It's new Johnson's Baby Oil Gel. On wet skin, this rich gel seals in 10 times more moisture than many lotions or creams can on dry skin, leaving skin so intensively moist that it's perfectly baby soft too. New Johnson's Baby Oil Gel.
Huggies air-conditioned nappies let fresh air circulate. And they're clinically proven to help prevent nappy rash. Huggies, the air-conditioned nappy.
Get closer and find out why Sadie's put her wedding ring back on. Plus, which star's got the most cellulite. Get closer now.
He knows your life.
You're a very lucky man, Mr. Yorkin. You have a wonderful family.
He knows your secrets.
Very beautiful house, too. I'm sorry?
But he is not your friend. Robin Williams gives the performance of his life. 1 hour photo. Come on! Rent and buy it on DVD and video now.
It's easy to let the freshness of spring into your house, but not so easy to freshen your fabrics. New Febreze safely removes odors from fabrics and is now spray for spray fresher than ever, filling your whole house with springtime freshness. Hey! New Febreze, fresher than ever.
I thought you paid these.
Are your credit card bills getting you down? Well, give debt the finger, or more precisely, two. With Brilliant Industries' La La La, I'm Not Listening musical fingers. Brilliant Industries, your lighthouse in the fog of ideas.
Or, even more brilliant, with an Egg card you can now get 0% interest on all balance transfers. That means 0% when you move balances from all your other cards, and better still from your personal loans and overdrafts too. There's 0% interest on anything you buy, and you get cash back on all purchases.
I'm leaving you now.
Delicious!
Oh, great.
Apply now at egg.com.
He claims to come from a planet he calls K-Pax.
My time here is almost up, and I can't wait to get back.
He's very convincing. And when are you planning on...
Oh, I'm departing on July 27th.
I mean, of course, he's human. You're telling me you're beaming back to K-Pax on July 27th.
At 5:51 a.m.
He's the most convincing delusional I've ever come across.
I would like to go to your planet.
You don't believe him?
I don't know what I believe.
K-Pax, now showing on Sky Box Office.
Steven Seagal is back in action in Under Siege 2 after more high-speed chases.
For a police officer in a high-speed chase, the dangers multiply every second the criminal is allowed to remain on the road. And yet sometimes, the wisest and safest thing to do is to allow that person to run as long as they want. Los Angeles, California.
It started about a half hour ago. The bus was stolen from a rest area while the driver was on a break.
It's a crime that immediately puts police on high alert. After all, this isn't the kind of ride someone steals when they want to get away with something.
Oh, wow. He's weaving across all lanes now. He must have seen the officers, and he doesn't want them getting in front of him. He's getting into some heavier traffic now.
Suddenly, traffic bogs down in front of the monstrous machine. Police quickly take position.
You see a bunch of squad cars blocking the freeway behind the bus.
But they don't know if this guy is armed, and this is not the place for a shootout.
And this is an extremely dangerous situation.
Instead, they sneak in some spike strips, keeping their guns trained on the driver's window. They lodge the tire shredders under the bus's back wheels.
Officers do have their guns at the ready, and that was very smart, moving in, bringing those spikes while the bus was at a standstill.
Within moments, traffic starts moving again, and the spikes do their work.
He's going, and did he run over the spike strip? I think he hit both of those left rear tires.
In a burst of smoke, one of the tires blows apart. And where there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh, look at that, a huge burst of sparks as he goes under that bridge. There's another one, and this is really getting dangerous now.
But the driver is unfazed. Whatever may be going on in his head, he's going to keep the bus moving.
With all that heat and all those sparks, the engine could catch fire, and we'd have ourselves a major disaster here.
Police are desperate to stop this guy now, but they're running out of options.
You see that officer on the right shoulder? They've been trying to look inside, but they've got no reaction from the driver.
Police leapfrog the chase, closing off entrance ramps to keep traffic clear.
You can see the freeway is almost completely empty for the next couple of miles.
After all, if the driver is out to cause havoc, they don't want to give him any targets.
Well, the wheel has popped loose, slams into the retainer wall, and the guy keeps on going.
But just when police are running out of ideas...
This looks like it could be. Well, he is slowing down. Stand by. Officers are taking positions beside their squad cars. Exit the vehicle! They're calling him, ordering him out. He is not complying.
Officers make a dash for the bus's engine panel.
It looks like they're going to disable him right here so he can't get started again.
Pulling one wire is all it takes.
It looks like they've done it. They backed off now. Still guns trained on the bus.
Now it's a standoff. And inside the bus, the man gives no indication of surrender.
We're trying to get a look inside, but we can't make out if the guy is still in the driver's seat.
As police take up position, they spot movement.
The suspect now moving inside the bus. He's heading toward the back of the bus, and it looks like he might be wearing an orange construction vest.
The suspect casually strolls the aisle, and yet he's firmly aware of police presence.
You can see him clearly in that window. He's looking out. It looks like he's saluting the officers.
His bizarre actions hint at psychological problems and prove just how unpredictable this man is.
He's got the vest off now, and it looks like he's wrapping it around his arm.
Suddenly, the doors crack open. Police aim their weapons.
It looks like he's waving something out the door. Those two officers on the overpass have him clearly in their sights in case he tries anything.
But the man emerges with his arms in the air.
It looks like he's trying to surrender wisely as the police order him to the ground.
Whatever his mental state, he's having a moment of clarity, and police aren't going to give him a chance to reconsider.
Officers keeping their guns on both the bus and the suspect, just in case there's anybody else inside. And now the officer putting the guy into cuffs. It looks like he's in custody, finally.
Officers get their first good look at the guy. On the surface, he looks okay, like an ordinary passenger.
They're taking the suspect away.
But you better believe, after this wild pursuit,
huge burst of sparks
that had no motive,
that engine could catch fire
and cause such turmoil,
the wheel has popped loose.
It will be some time before this young man gets another bus pass. All chases are a little bit insane. From the decision to run, to the disregard of human life. It all comes down to a state of mind that can only be called crazy.
Get the travel sweets out again.